Welcome to the KZN Business Awards 2025. Tonight, we shine a spotlight on excellence, recognizing the leaders and innovators powering KwaZulu-Natal's growth. From groundbreaking achievements in energy to bold strides in trade, agriculture, technology and investment, we honor the visionaries building a brighter future. This is more than an award ceremony. It's a celebration of resilience, progress, and possibility. Welcome to a night of champions.
Welcome, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, good evening. We're about to get our program underway. But firstly, let me just welcome you again. Welcome to the KZN Business Awards, Top Business Awards 2025, brought to you by Standard Bank and Women of Africa Group, and supported by East Coast Radio. Now, my name is Carol Ofori, and it's a great, great privilege to be here to host this evening. It's not my first rodeo here, and every year I'm asked to come back. It's always an absolute yes when Grant gets in touch. If you're wondering who am I am a multi-award-winning presenter. I'm on East Coast Radio between 9 a.m. and 12 noon. I have an amazing podcast. A new episode came out today, episode 6. It's called The Comeback with Carol Ofori, and today's episode is around business and resilience around business. So a beautiful, beautiful story. I am also a children's book author. I've written a children's book series. It's a 6-part series. It's called The African Adventures of Sena Nkatleho, and this little character visits lots of African countries, 6 countries to be exact, and also the co-founder of a school-finding portal called ratingsforschools.co.za. I'm really, really excited to be here today. I had a peek under this black cloth. I believe you'll only see after having a full meal what is under the black cloth. But all I can say is wow, wow, wow. It never ceases to amaze me, the amazing awards that will be given out tonight. As a proud KwaZulu-Natal resident and a dedicated follower of business growth and development, I am so excited to be celebrating with you tonight, looking at your outstanding achievements within our business community. And just so we are au fait with the venue, there are no bathrooms on this floor. I know, girls, you're gonna have to take a walk out the doors to your right, follow till you see a sign that says toilets, get into the lift, and go down 1 to the 5th floor. That's where the bathrooms are. So time them nicely. You don't want to win an award and then you are not around, okay? But we will have some lovely breaks in between to give you a chance to go there and do other things. I want to do some special welcomes, a very big special welcome to the Standard Bank Leadership Group. Welcome, welcome to you. Yes, you can applaud, it's fine. Women of Africa Group, CEO Priya Hassan and her amazing leadership team. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to my East Coast Radio family and our leadership that is here tonight. We have our wonderful Dion Governor, also known as Dion G. You can catch him between 6 and 9 p.m. tonight on East Coast Radio. He's broadcasting. I'm sure you saw him in the foyer. So he might pull some of you for some interviews and chat to you, find out how you're feeling, your excitement, your business. So that's going to be broadcast live, which is so exciting, between now and 9 p.m. this evening. And what else can I say? Welcome to our KZN KwaZulu-Natal business team. Welcome to you all. Members of the media who always just get us out there and speak about us so beautifully. Welcome to our keynote speaker, Lincoln Mali, business leaders in the room, representatives, and our distinguished guests. I'd also like to make a special, special welcome to our invited guests, Dr. Imtiaz Suleiman. We all know him from Gift of the Givers, as he's over there. Logie Naidu also. I mean, is there a party if Logie's not in the house? Also, Fauzia Pierre, always looking so elegant. Welcome, welcome. And of course, Ibrahim Patel, who was in the bush recently, I saw on LinkedIn. Very, very cool. So once again, welcome to you all. We're excited to announce that tonight's proceedings will be filmed. So look cute. We are premiering it on Saturday night at 7 p.m. on the Top Business YouTube channel. So smile for the camera, wave, and let's have a wonderful time. Now, I've been sitting next to Alan from KPMG. PE. You know I was going to mention it, Alan. So he flew in for this event. He says he was invited, very excited to be here because, of course, we've got the best weather. It's the middle of July. I'm sitting here with short sleeves. Everywhere else, it's jackets, blankets, heaters. We have the best weather. So Alan's come in and we've been chatting about family businesses, and he gave me some statistics that were quite interesting. Considering there's so many businesses in here that are family-run and family-led, he told me that family-controlled businesses, specifically family-controlled businesses, contribute to at least 70% of the global GDP. Let that sink in. So stop fighting with your auntie. Stop fighting with your son. Another interesting fact he said was, family businesses start with the first generation. It's handed over to the second generation, third generation, and so on. But with that statistic being so high, a lot of family businesses also struggle to move from the second generation to the third. So that's another interesting fact that I'm seeping up at the table of knowledge. Thank you, Alan. So let's carry on. The KZN Top Business Awards were established to honor and absolutely promote successful businesses, large and small, in KZN, in a range of categories, and much interest is shown every year by the large entries that we receive. Now, significantly, the KZN Top Business Leader of the Year Award is an honorary award given to a business person who has demonstrated exemplary business acumen, achievement, industry influence, and is a true inspiration to others. I'll be giving you a few clues because this person doesn't know that they are the Business Leader of the Year. They are in the room, they don't know. I will be giving you some clues along the way as to who it could possibly be. You can start thinking about your life. Was that me? Did I do that? And you can nudge, is that me? So I'll give you a moment for that because I'll be giving you clues as we go so that you can see the insights of this leader, their accomplishments over the years, and of course their illustrious career. So here's teaser number one. As we say in South Africa, listen properly. For a start, when reflecting on their youth, our 2025 business leaders said that as a child, they dreamed of what their future life would be and actively pursued this career to make it a reality. Their early success was achieved because of their passion, logic, and always doing more than their job. At this instance, it's all of you, ne? It's me. Our business leader joined the company that they still work for more than 50 years ago, while in their early 20s, and quickly rose through the ranks. An offer of promotion, are we pointing? An offer of promotion to a management position saw the entire family moving into a small office where each team member took multiple roles. Despite periods of financial hardships, they persevered and achieved great success. There's absolutely more that I'll be sharing with you, but for now, on to Standard Bank, one of our valued sponsors for this evening. Now, Standard Bank is committed to partnering with businesses as they start, manage, and absolutely grow. Their approach is to build on a foundation of expert relationship managers who provide deeply personal service based on an in-depth understanding of clients. It's not just about transactions, it's about relationships that deliver value and also partnering with clients for growth. Now, Standard Bank believes that these awards are key in celebrating the businesses that align with their purpose of driving not only South Africa, but Africa's growth overall. So, to come and chat to us from Standard Bank, Rashad Webster is the newly appointed Provincial Head of Business Banking for KwaZulu-Natal. Having joined the province in March 2025 with a strong mandate to drive growth and deepen Standard Bank's role as a partner in economic development across the region. Now, with over 14 years' experience in the financial services sector, Rashad brings a proven track record in leading high-performing teams and unlocking value across retail, business, and commercial banking. He began his career in finance at Bidvest Panalpina Logistics before joining Standard Bank back in 2010 through its leadership development program. Now, his journey has included pivotal roles such as head of client coverage and strategy consultant for Swiss Re in sub-Saharan Africa, where he developed innovative models for insurance distribution. Now, prior to joining us here in KZN, Rashad served as a provincial head for Northwest, where he successfully repositioned the province's business banking portfolio and ignited meaningful commercial activity. I'm sure by now you're speaking Setswana, so Rashad will be speaking Setswana. Dumela o kae, o phela hantle, o ja hantle, o a e rata mo KZN. We'll carry on later. Rashad, I'm ready for you. Rashad holds an MBA from the University of St. Gallen, Switzerland, and is currently completing his master's in development finance from the UCT Graduate Business School, equipping him with both global perspective and local insight. Please help me welcome Rashad Webster.
Thank you, Carol. As you were speaking, I was wondering who you're speaking about. Good evening, distinguished guests, esteemed finalists, valued clients, members of the media, and colleagues. This is a surreal moment for me because I am from Durban. Although I've been away for the last 11 years, it's really an honor and privilege to have pulled the short straw to speak to all of you today. Alan has made my job a little bit more difficult because he spoke about all the things that I wanted to speak about. To all the finalists and winners, congratulations. It's really such an honor to be part of this engagement, to see the strength, resilience of the drivers of our economy in KZN. Standard Bank's partnership with the KZN Top Business is truly aligned to the purpose of Standard Bank Group, which is Africa's our home, we drive her growth. And in so saying, KZN is our home, we drive her growth. And having said this, in the business and commercial banking space in Standard Bank, we really believe in the life cycle of businesses. As we start, manage, and grow, we really want to partner you for growth. And as I've been reflecting on my own journey, and there's close similarities between my own journey and that of the start, manage, and grow. I remember back in 2010, when I started in Standard Bank, a scrawny little boy from a community called Wentworth, there was a leader who was an executive sponsor of a graduate program with a difference. And he invested in us, which I was one of those. And that leader tonight is one of our keynote speakers, Mr. Lincoln Marley. So while he's not with Standard Bank anymore, he has left a legacy in myself and others through his foresight. And from a Standard Bank perspective, we are truly connected to businesses that are starting their journey. We run programs such as the Kasi SME Pitch Competition, which is open to all township entrepreneurs, and there's prize money up for grabs, 60,000 for the regional winner and 500,000 for the national winner. We have had that in KZN, and we do have a winner from KZN. We've also, in November last year, introduced our Pushy Span Academy. And this is really for startups and creating a structured financial literacy program that really helps our startups be able to access finance and access markets. So this is how we help entrepreneurs start their journey in business. I must also say about our keynote speaker before I forget. He's written a brilliant book called Blazing a Trail, which I have in the car that he needs to sign for me today. So Lincoln, please don't leave before that happens. Going back to my personal journey, as we manage businesses grow, and as I've managed grow in my career, there have been colleagues in Standard Bank that have provided nuggets of wisdom, expertise, and been role models. And some of those are in the room today, like Mr. Carl Hendrickson, who's the commercial banking coverage head in KZN. He's sitting here. And next to him, Mr. Imran Nurbai, who's the head of personal banking in KZN. Please give them a round of applause as well. And similarly, for our SMEs, we have many programs as well that help you manage your growth. Recently, in June, we had the Franchise Summit, where we brought together industry experts and knowledge centers to really drive the franchise business in KZN. We've also recently had the Empower Her program, which was fearlessly led by my co-partner in business banking, Ms. Figile Msiza, who's sitting there as the Regional Executive for Business Banking in KZN. And this is really to empower women entrepreneurs in the KZN context. So we are present at every life cycle of a SME's journey. And many of these SMEs are family-owned businesses. And then when I move on to the last phase, which is growth, and really we require growth, not only in your business, but to drive the KZN economy, right? And from a growth perspective, and I look at my own career as the executive head for first Northwest and now the KwaZulu-Natal province, I'm exceptionally privileged to be led by the head of business banking coverage SA, Mr. Oscar Siziba, who's really a leader, mentor, and really stretches my mind to think of possibilities that I never thought possible. And in the same way, we as a bank, being value-based and purpose-led, approach our businesses and our clients in the same manner. We have a program called the Mauritius Offshore Family-Owned Program, which provides access to our family-owned businesses, to our offshore offerings, which manages some currency risks and preservation of wealth. A part of the economy that was only accessible to large corporates is now accessible to family-owned businesses. So through this life cycle, we are your partner for growth. At Standard Bank, we're extremely privileged to be a sponsor of this event. And thank you to Grant and Gail and the KZN Top Business team for their tireless work to put a fantastic evening like this together. Thank you also to the marketing and events team of Standard Bank for making this look beautiful. I also must thank our colleagues from Standard Bank for being here tonight, and they're at most tables. And thank you for your passion and commitment in serving our clients. As we drive Africa's growth, we thank you, both finalist winners, for continuing to contribute to this economy and creating KZN's tomorrow today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rashad. That was an absolutely beautiful video, by the way, of Africa and the continent that is. I just flew in from Ghana on Monday morning, actually, because I went straight to work. It was morning. And I must say, this continent is beautiful, and to see you investing in this continent and seeing the potential of unifying Africans makes my little heart jump up and down. So thank you so much, Rashad. Thank you for your words of encouragement, and also for highlighting how holding hands and collaborating together as a team, you bring forward excellence as Standard Bank. So thank you for that. So here we go, teaser number 2. Are we ready? Find out who this business leader of the year is. Okay, here we go. The business leader's family's connection to South Africa began in the 1970s when a technical office in Durban for the growing company was established, and they relocated to the city. Now, the office became central to the company's expansion. Our business leader became, and still is, a driving force behind the company's operations in the region. He has always insisted on maintaining a personal touch in client relations, avoiding call centers to ensure customers interacted with staff that they trusted. I'll leave it there for now. Next up, I'm very, very, very happy to welcome the KZN Top Business Awards 2025 new sponsor, Women of Africa. Since 2004, the Women of Africa group has embodied an audacious entrepreneurial journey, transforming from a startup in fuels and oils into a formidable, fully diversified corporate powerhouse. Now, this woman-owned group has redefined boundaries, passionately expanding across logistics, automotive, petrochemicals, construction, insurance, healthcare, pharmaceuticals, there's more, energy, technology, and beyond, proving that vision, resilience, and strategic growth can build a multi-industry empire. As we celebrate this incredible woman and the team, let me just say that Top Business tonight is having an absolute honor to introduce someone truly remarkable. And I think we're going to play the video before you come up, and then I will call you onto stage. So please give us the WOA amazing video.
At Women of Africa Group, we don't just build companies, we ignite movements driven by purpose, passion, and an unshakable commitment to change. We are proudly South African, a women-owned force unleashing dormant potential across our nation. Our ethos is rooted in integrity, innovation, and long-term impact. From our core in petroleum and energy, we've strategically expanded. WOA Fuels and Oils powers industries importing, wholesaling, and distributing product nationally. Women in Logistics ensures fuel molecules move safely and efficiently, and WOA Automotive goes beyond transporting cars. We delivering dreams, connecting manufacturers to every corner of South Africa. Women in Petrochemicals engineering performance through advanced lubricants, greases, and oils. Through WOA Construction, we build affordable gap housing, laying the foundations for stronger families, for brighter futures. Our investment in healthcare dared to tread where others hesitated. Our psychological hospitals, fondly known as Itegu, brings vital mental wellness to the forefront. And our pharmaceutical division launched the revolutionary eye breast cancer device, saving lives and rewriting destinies. WOA Insurance, protecting our communities and managing our risks. Our WOA Technology commodity trading platform stimulates economic growth and financial inclusion. And with WOA Energy, we're investing in the renewable age, working towards sustainable carbon credit solutions for a greener future. At the heart of it all is the WOA Foundation, our NPO empowering South Africa through enterprise development, entrepreneurial training, education investment, gender-based violence awareness, and youth sport funding, one bold initiative at a time. At WOA Group, we aspire, we build, we innovate, we lead. Join us as we unleash Africa's unstoppable potential.
Incredible. absolutely incredible. As we celebrate KwaZulu-Natal Top Business tonight, it's an absolute honor to introduce someone truly remarkable, Advocate Priya Hassan, the powerhouse behind the Women of Africa Group. Born and raised right here in KZN, Priya set out with a bold vision to open doors and break boundaries where few women ventured before. Now, in 2005, she launched Women of Africa. 2004, she launched Women of Africa, starting in fuels and oils and growing it into a thriving multi-sector business that you just heard about, okay? It's proudly woman-owned, woman-led, and driven by a mission to elevate others. But Advocate Hassan's success doesn't stop at a boardroom wins, right? She's also a loving wife, a mother-in-law, and what? A grandmother. A beautiful balance of business savvy and family devotion. Her story isn't just about building an empire. It's about doing all of it with grace, with grit, and with heart. She's been honored both nationally and internationally for her steadfast work in women empowerment. She mentors young women and continues to lead with purpose and authenticity. Her journey is a testament to courage, determination, and visionary leadership, and a beacon to all of us. Please help me welcome the amazing, phenomenal Advocate Priya Hassan.
Thank you so much. Good evening, everyone, and all protocol observed. Carol, you my heroine. Someday I want to be just like you, graceful and poised and owning it. Good evening, KwaZulu-Natal. My God, all the glitz and the glamour, the brightest and the best. I'm surrounded with just amazing people. I said to someone this morning, I know we supply Eskom sometimes, but tonight we are taking it away from them. Tonight you are bringing the shine. You are electrified. Grant, Gail, Kerry, Angela, and Marika. Last year when you approached me and said, Priya, join us, I was daunted at the prospect. I was joining the Blue Guys, Standard Bank, and I was, we're not quite ready for that. And then you made me take the quantum leap of faith, and I am ever so grateful. Tonight is not just about celebrating all these phenomenal business leaders, but it's about giving hope to entrepreneurs like me that someday you too can give back in a way that is different. Give recognition to those that are truly deserving. So I want to express to you, Grant, thank you for your choreography, your videography, your words, your integrity. I'm truly honored to be partnering with you. To our Standard Bank team, I want to say this year I wore blue. Embracing the principles of collaboration and partnership, and next year I expect you to bring it on with orange. As a sponsor and a proud daughter of KwaZulu-Natal, it's an incredible honor to stand before you, not just as a businesswoman, but as someone who walked the winding path of entrepreneurship, struggling, stumbling, soaring, learning with every single step. When I started the Women of Africa Group back in 2004, I was armed with a little more than entrepreneurial spirit. I had a dream. I had no roadmap, just my heart. Many people looked at me sideways, especially when I approached the big oil majors, and I said, I want to trade in petrochemicals, and often I'd get a raised eyebrow and someone saying to me, don't you think you do better at fashion? No insult to those that are in fashion. And my comeback would be, I'm here to change the fuel game, not hem your dress. And Carrie Green, in She Means Business, speaks up about tuning out the noise, not trusting your inner power, and not letting your critics get to you. And that's exactly what we did. So Women of Africa, we began to create infrastructure, unlocking opportunities, and allowing women to play in a world, in a space that most could not. Fast forward 2 decades later, we've grown into a diversified business, as you've seen. And it's not just a group. I like to call us a movement. This journey was not a solo flight. I had a fantastic team on board. No one builds this something big alone, right? So tonight I want to acknowledge what you would all know as my dream team. Let me start with the big boss, of course, to my husband, Amy. You can raise your hand, Amy. My fierce supporter and automotive maestro, When others doubted, he doubled down and reminded me that I came from nothing, driving a vehicle to fuel my passion to study law, and I can do it over and over again. He stretched me, even when I felt too tired and weary. Thank you. To my brother, my successor in title, and certainly someone who I've groomed to step into Women of Africa's shoes with another powerhouse woman right next to him. His quiet discipline and unshakable commitment has truly carried this legacy with pride. I say successor, but he's also the guy that keeps reminding me I need to sync my watch to my phone. He's the technical person. I would be remiss, Prabhu. You can also go on and take a bow, as Rihanna says. I would be remiss if I don't mention my sister-in-law, Sam. All that you see today, the glamour, the glitz, Image Studio proudly supports and dresses and makes sure that I arrive polished and sassy. But she's also a confidant, one who I've grown with. Sam, back in the day, was one of the female entrepreneurs that I mentored, and little did I know that she'll also be a sister-in-law. I have other brothers in the room, Prin and Devin, who I did not know, but are finalists tonight. Congratulations. I'd rather declare that. But like every woman, I come from my mother, a woman that was fierce, lots of spice, and she's still alive today, and I must extend my gratitude to her. And she made me leave the safety of KwaZulu-Natal when I was 24 years old with my first degree and said, go to Gauteng and cut your teeth. And as scary as it was, I am grateful for that. To the teams at WA, and they're all here tonight, you are the architects of possibility. You have turned a vision into substance, passion into performance. You taught me that excellence is not just a goal, it's a culture. And yes, I'm going to quote 50 Cent when I say, hustle harder, hustle smarter, your crew defines your climb. So again, let me start with Kribben, the head of petrochemicals. Kribben, you can say hi to everybody. They're going to come looking for you. Donovan, my CFO, who sadly is not here yet. Precious is my executive head of corporate services, Precious. And of course, Nicole is my right hand in my office and my boss, Nicole. From Women in Logistics, we have Kemi, and proudly supported by the youngest WA shareholder, Kiara. From Iteku Healthcare, we have Eunice and Alcino. You know that you have a great team when you leave a meeting and nothing's unchanged. Now, let's talk about the reality around us. We've all felt it in the last few weeks, the weight of uncertainty, the economic stutters, the political turbulence. Sometimes it's been like we're tested every single turn. But these moments also reveal who we truly are. Integrity and ethical business aren't just buzzwords, they're beacons. Nelson Mandela, tomorrow is his day, said in the Conversations with Myself, our human compassion binds us. Beings who have learned how to turn our common suffering into hope for the future. We must lead with that kind of compassion, that kind of strength. And it's what I've been leaning on in the last few weeks. KwaZulu-Natal is a powerful force, even more so as it's the gateway now to the largest sector, the petroleum sector. Securitization of energy is where it will play a key role. I know in first quarter of 2025, our GDP crawled at 0.1%, yet we've stood firm. And there's a lot more coming. There's a lot of boost from the African tourism in Durban, and with the development that's going on the Shingweni side, I am sure that we would, again, be the best province by far. But we're not just contributing to the national economy, we're sustaining it. And KZN is built for the future, creating new avenues for opportunity and growth. So how do we stay ahead? No excuses. Success is built on consistency, self-discipline. And this brings me to a profound concept of atomic habits. I have been trying again to practice consistency. And it is what has kept me grounded. Getting up every morning at 6 o'clock and hitting the snooze button on my iPhone has been part and process of learning that even I, at this age of 50-something by now, I'm going to say it, I'm in dire need of a gym. And not all of our habits are attractive and easy and satisfying, but the worst tasks normally bring out the best in you. For us as entrepreneurs, this means showing up daily, even when you're tired, even when you're doubted. For big business, my advice is look beyond the grand strategies. What are your atomic habits within your organization? Are your daily processes, your internal communication, your small team interactions consistently driving you forward? Are you making it easy? Are you rewarding your employees to innovate and collaborate and to act with integrity? And more importantly, are you investing in their atomic habits of growth within your supply chain, particularly by empowering small and women-owned businesses? That is where true exponential growth begins. So let's talk about the legacy. Which brings me to women entrepreneurship. My belief remains unshaken. And I'm going to agree with Standard Bank when we say women-led businesses are the ultimate solution to poverty, youth unemployment, and social inequality, particularly in rural areas. I remember there was a young woman that came to us, Uliswa Gumere, and she owned a company called Kapani, which was a strawberry farm. She didn't know how to take a product to market, and she was one of the women that we mentored at WA. We introduced her to Proudly South African. And Uliswa is now exporting her strawberries, punnet by punnet. It is a sign of how much a woman's success is never her own. It feeds families, strengthens communities, inspires daughters, and shifts cultures. And that is why the Women of Africa Foundation exists, to empower more women, especially to those who've been told they could not do it. So this year, we were excited to also announce we will be celebrating the launch of a global business women's chamber of commerce and industry, and that will be coming to you in September. So look out for that announcement. I urge you all to also consider what kind of legacy you are leaving. What are the stories we are writing into the soul of this province? At Women of Africa, we were not just about creating profit. We're crafting an impact. We're a group that wants to be remembered for opening doors, not just walking through them, for tearing down ceilings and helping others rebuild them, something stronger in their place. To the business leaders, entrepreneurs, and dreamers in this room, you are not just building brands, you're shaping destinies. There will be setbacks, there will be self-doubt, and often nothing will go according to plan. But as Madiba said, a saint is a sinner who keeps trying. So keep trying, keep building, keep leading, and above all, be the kind of leader our country needs. Ethical, bold, compassionate, and relentless. The message to the winners and the finalists of tonight: congratulations. This is an exceptional achievement. You've all risen to the top, and tonight you've set a new standard. But let this be a moment more than just a great award sitting on a shelf. Let it be your launch pad to soar, to higher ceilings, to innovate, be bold, and expand beyond what you thought possible. The spotlight is yours. Illuminate your next chapter. Congratulations, and thank you, everyone.
Incredible. I think I'm going to be like Priya, even have her glasses. Priya, forgot your glasses. I wouldn't mind. Yay, thank you. Thank you so much. Give it up for Priya, everybody. I love the fact that you mentioned Rihanna as a quote. You know, I'm a girl from the music world. Mentioned my man, 50 Cent. He doesn't know it yet, but it is what it is. But also in the words of 50 Cent, go, 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 shorty, because you're doing the thing. So well done. I really love everything that you're doing. And we definitely need to chat after this award ceremony. So here's teaser number 3. This one, I think, will give it slightly away, but let's see, okay? Our 2025 Business Leader of the Year's passion for South Africa and its people is rooted in his own experiences and social inequality during his childhood. His current involvement in discussions with government officials reflects his commitment to helping South Africa reach its full potential. He has been recognized for his leadership and his advocacy for the shipping industry's growth and collaboration. You knew, I heard that. He also looks towards the future of South Africa's ports with optimism. He believes the nation has the right leaders to drive change and restore the country's infrastructure, pointing to recent progress as a sign of hope. Now, I'll leave it there for now. It's time for our keynote. It's a real privilege to welcome our guest speaker this evening, who has been spoken about so fondly by Rashid earlier, Mr. Lincoln Mali, a seasoned executive, a thought leader, a mentor, a passionate advocate for African leadership and development. Lincoln is the Chief Executive Officer for Southern Africa at Lesaka Technologies, Inc., formerly Net1 UEPS Technologies, Inc., where he also serves on the board of directors. Now, his professional journey is backed by a strong academic foundation, holding a BA and an LLB from Rhodes University and an MBA from Henley Business School. In recognition of his contributions, Rhodes University honored him with the Distinguished Old Rhodian Award back in 2015. Now, Lincoln's impact across the African continent has been nothing short of remarkable. During his 20-year career at Standard Bank, he held a number of senior roles, culminating as head of group card and payments. Now, beyond the boardroom, Lincoln dedicates much of his time to nurturing young leaders and shares his insights through his popular blog, Conversations with Lincoln, where he writes on leadership, on ethics, transformation, and social change. Now, in 2022, Lincoln published the best-selling book that Rashad Walk spoke about that he once signed. We must all go get a copy and get it signed, called Blazing a Trail, Lessons for African Leadership. True to his values, all proceeds from the book support the Lincoln Mali Leadership Foundation, which drives initiatives in township and rural school sports, feeding schemes, bursaries, and youth empowerment. I have one question for you, Lincoln. Does my voice sound familiar at all? No, guys, don't go to the gutter. Remember I told you I'm a voiceover artist, I'm a radio presenter, so let's just say, let me clear the throat. Does this sound familiar? Welcome to Lesaka Merchants Contact Center. Please hold for the next available consultant. Please note that all calls are recorded for quality and security purposes. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Lincoln Mali. Yes, I used to do it.
Wow, it's a really small world, eh? You can't escape. Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening. And I'm just so honored and inspired to be here, to be back home in many ways. A place that nurtured me, that developed me to who I am today. And yes, I have not been in the Standard Bank Group for the last 4 years, but my blood remains blue. So I was very surprised when I got the invitation to come here. I thought it was an invitation to be here and see many of my colleagues. I didn't see the fine note that I was also needed to speak, but I would have just accepted just to be here and see so many people who've played such a role in my life, in my development. I see some of the customers I've engaged with when I was here as part of the Standard Bank Group. So I'm really honored. So to say to the leadership of Standard Bank, a huge thank you. To the top KZN leadership team, thank you so much. Priya and her team, also a huge thank you. It's amazing that I could come back here after all these years and come and share a few thoughts with you today. So we're here to celebrate amazing achievements from businesses in KZN. And these businesses have shown incredible resilience through some of the most difficult times that would have tested most businesses. But if you are a KZN business, you just have to be resilient, because challenges will come. But if you're a KZN business, you will overcome those challenges. And I think when I look at some of the nominations for today's awards, the next 10 years will be as successful as the last 10 years because these businesses are built of Stena staff. So tonight is a night we celebrate you. It's a night we celebrate all your sacrifices, your hard work, and your sleepless nights will be rewarded. So as I grappled with what to say to such an auspicious gathering, I was reminded of these sobering words. A mediocre leader tells. A good leader explains. A superior leader shows, but a great leader inspires. So tonight I've chosen to tell a story of my entrepreneurial journey. I do so in the hope that it will resonate with some of your journeys, that it might inspire one or two of you to take your business to the next level. 6 years ago, when I stood in front of you, I could never have imagined that I would ever come back here as an entrepreneur. I was not born an entrepreneur. I didn't even think I could ever be an entrepreneur. I was an intrapreneur, always driving innovation and change, and sometimes others would say revolution within large organizations. I was always the naughty guy who creates problems in organizations. It took a 90-minute call from a fellow called Ali Mazandarani for me to be convinced to join a mission to turn around a struggling organization to a once-in-a-generation SA fintech company. But what started as being convinced to join a mission transformed into something deeper, an undeniable calling. A calling to lead with purpose, a calling to build platforms that matter, a calling to serve, because ladies and gentlemen, it is so because if serving is beneath you, indeed leadership is beyond you. I was called to serve the underserved. So that calling caused me 4 years ago to leave the comfort, the certainty, and the status of 2 decades of corporate life to join this struggling fintech company. A company marked by losses, scandal, and skepticism. I left my beloved Standard Bank for an uncertain future. Many of my colleagues at the bank never understood why, and I've never explained myself to them. Maybe tonight I may answer a few questions that they've been having. As the head of card and payments at Standard Bank, I saw the payment landscape changing. I saw the need and the opportunity for a massive fintech wave in Africa, and I decided that I was going to join it. I was going to ride it, and I was going to drive that wave rather than be swept away by it. South Africa remains one of the most unequal countries in the world, with more than half of the population excluded from the formal economy. Yet Professor C.K. Prahalad, his pioneering research reminds us as businesses not to view the poor as victims or as a burden on society, but we must see them as resilient and creative entrepreneurs and value-conscious consumers. The words of Ali Mazandarani and the words of Professor C.K. Prahalad have been my guiding light on the dark days of entrepreneurship. Their words made me see different possibilities. I chose to walk into discomfort, and I strayed through that discomfort, through the pain and difficulty. Because, ladies and gentlemen, true leadership and genuine entrepreneurship is tested not in moments of ease, but in the seasons of uncertainty. I'm sure many of you have experienced that difficult walk in discomfort. That's when your values, your principles and faith are truly tested, as Priya was saying earlier. We started the journey of turning around this business, and we renamed it Lisaka, a word that means crawl or isibaya, a place of protection, a place of community, and a place of order. It was more than rebranding, it was a declaration of intent. We were building a digital crawl for the modern economy, a secure and inclusive ecosystem where everyone belongs, from the spaza shop owner in Umlazi to the restaurant owner in Umhlanga, from the grant recipient Kwanongoma to the landlord in Hillcrest, from the informal traders in the city of Durban and eThekwini to municipalities in Port Shepstone, from the petrol station owner in Phoenix to KFC franchise owners in Palito, from the spa owner in Stenga to the bill payer in Amanzimtoti. We are trying to build and power the real economy by solving real problems of ordinary people. We're not just digitizing transactions, we're humanizing technology. We're not selling products, we're enabling potential. That's what it looks like to redefine a fintech from the ground up. Lesaka for us is not just a business, it's a platform with purpose. We've built it by aligning the right people behind the right purpose. Not through hierarchy, not through fancy titles, not through order, but through intentional culture. As a leadership team, we are reinforcing that it's not about the loudest voice in the room, but about having a voice that makes others feel seen, feel heard, and feel valued. That is the kind of leadership we believe in. Indeed, it's the kind of leadership Africa needs, as Priya was saying earlier. It's through harnessing the collective wisdom and unique lived experiences of our leadership team that play to our strengths rather than fight to be the man of the match in a losing team. I speak to you tonight as someone who's come to understand and appreciate that true leadership and entrepreneurship is not about command and control. It's about connection, it's about service, and it's about soul. After 4 years of pain, the results now speak for themselves. We've turned around the corner from a massive loss of 700 million rands in 2022. We've now guided the market that will make between 900 million and 1 billion rands profit by the end of financial year 2025. But this is not our finishing line. This is our foundation. There's a lucrative pie to fight for over the fintech space. We're scaling up, growing organically and inorganically to take advantage of the opportunities in front of us. We currently serve 120,000 active merchants and have 1.9 million active consumers. These are merchants and consumers that were not seen before, but we see them, we feel them. They are part of our journey. A few weeks ago, we announced that Lesaka will acquire 100% of the Bank Zero. Buried in the hype and news commentary about the deal was the astute observation that the deal was 1.1 billion rand, but Lesaka was paying 1 billion rand of that through issuing shares in itself. This is a big show of faith by Michael Jordan and the rest of the Bank Zero team in the Lesaka platform, especially as those shares are subject to lockups of between 18 and 36 months. As I stand here today, I can say without hesitation, entrepreneurship is not glamorous. It is grit, it is pressure, it is a lot of self-doubt, and it's a lot of sleepless nights. There were moments when I would drive home in tears, and I would stop next to a petrol station or a garage to make sure when I get home, I'm okay. And my wife asked, "How was your day?" I said, "It was great." But I knew the fear of failure, the fear of disappointing many people that I'd asked to join on this journey. But the next day, I had to wake up and show up for our team, show up for our customers. But it's also about purpose. And purpose, once ignited, is impossible to ignore. Here are my final thoughts on the Lesaka story, and I hope it resonates with your story and your personal journey. We're not here to run someone else's race. We're building a new track where everyone, no matter their starting point, has a chance to thrive. And above all, who are here to build platforms that don't just work for a few, but work for everyone. Our legacy is not built in boardrooms, but it's built in people. It's how we make others feel. It's in that young person who says, because of you, I believe in myself again. Let us be those leaders who use every conversation, every meeting, every chance encounter to inspire, to motivate, to uplift those around us. Ladies and gentlemen, a desk is a very dangerous place from where to run a business. Let us be visible. Let us be engaging. Let us be there in front of our staff and our customers. As my colleagues who've worked with me for a long time will know, the front line is the bottom line. So tonight I leave you with this thought. Let us be the kind of leaders who inspire not just in words, but with action. Let us lead with soul, with humanity, and with big hearts, and an unwavering belief in the power of the collective. Let us lead from the front with a flag, and not from behind with a whip. As I celebrate 4 years at Lisaka and look back with pride at what we've achieved, I give all the credit to our teams and our leaders, as this is a massive collective effort. In KZN in particular, I give credit to a young man I invited to be here today, Divesh Maharaj, our KZN leader. I called him 4 years ago to leave his thriving business to join me on this mission. And today, we are a 6.2 billion rand market share, value business listed at NASDAQ as a platform for the future. We invested so much time and effort in our people, from the most junior to the most senior. Because as Zig Ziglar says, we don't build a business, we build a business, and then the people build the business. The reality is that no corporate strategy or change initiative, no matter how ingenious, has any chance of success if it's born in the minds of a few and carried in the hearts of none. Many corporate strategies and change initiatives fail due to the inability of leaders to change the mindsets, attitudes, and behaviors of the frontline staff, from the top of the tree to the front line. This cannot be accomplished from the splendid isolation of corporate headquarters. Neither can be done through a couple of eloquent speeches or fancy emails. Such massive changes can only be done through massive contact with the people and the customers. Such massive changes cannot be mandated, decreed, or simply launched. It requires a commitment to leadership visibility, managerial accountability, and clear, simple, transparent, consistent communication and genuine staff engagement. The aim is not only to just communicate, but to truly connect with staff and ensure that you address their fears and anxieties, hopes and aspirations. This is the journey we've traveled at Lisaka. As we grow and build this platform, I'm heartened by the fact that we are now attracting top talent, motivated by purpose, people who want to do meaningful work, from builders to problem solvers and visionaries. At Lisaka, we hope that they find not just a job, but a mission to shape the financial future of this continent. We as leaders and entrepreneurs must be talent magnets. We must be able to attract and retain some of the best talent available. Those who've worked with me will know when people used to gossip about me, they would say, you know, that Lincoln, he's not that good. He just surrounds himself with good people. And I would say, duh, why would you go and hire somebody more doff than you? Why? It's simply because of ego. If we build businesses by attracting and retaining the best talent, we can build the best businesses. Because our people daily interact with our customers when we are not there. And when they are motivated, inspired to do the best, they are able to win. So when I see tonight people that I've known for such a long time taking on big responsibilities, I know that it was my time to leave at Standard Bank and the next generation to take over. So congratulations to the winners of the awards tonight. and those who were nominated for the prestigious awards. I leave you with these words from Ralph Waldo Emerson. Do not go where the path may lead. Go instead when there's no path and leave a trail. 4 years ago, I chose to go where there's no path. I hope our story, the Lesaka story, will inspire you to leave your own trail. I thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Lincoln Mali. That was an absolutely powerful keynote. I think it resonated with a lot of people in the room, if not all of you in the room. I think a few things we take from this. A business that was minus 700 million to now almost $1 billion is insane. I love the fact that you said that that was not the finish line for you, but the foundation. That is quite something, that the $1 billion is just the foundation for where we're going as Lesaka. Legacy is built in people, you say. And it is true, as I mentioned earlier, Rashad came up and spoke about the legacy you've left in his personal life. And each of us should think about how are we leaving legacy? What is our legacy? And another big thing you said is lead with heart, lead with soul, lead with people at the center. Another profound thing you said is, duh, why do you want deaf people around you? I love that. That's the highlight. That's the highlight. At this point, I'd like to invite Grant Adlam, as well as Priya Hassan, back onto the stage to present a very, very new award. We've never done this award at the KZN Top Business Awards. So this is the first time we're doing it. So I'm going to invite them onto the stage. And to tell you a little bit more about this award. This award is a unique award. It is an award that is, like I mentioned, for the first time, and we're calling it the WOA KZN Top Business Woman Award. And as they unveil over there, I'll give them a moment. I'm going to announce who this person is. The WOA KZN Top Businesswoman Award goes to Nosipho Siwisa Damasane. Nosipho is a multi-award winning, globally experienced logistics and infrastructure executive with over 27 years of senior leadership, including roles across ports, rails, terminals, road and air transport. Her expertise spans turnaround strategy, public-private partnerships, port and rail integration, and large-scale supply chain operations across mining, petrochemicals, and state-owned entities. She currently serves as chairperson of the Richards Bay Coal Terminal, and among other roles, as special advisor to the Minister of Public Enterprises. Nosipho has authored several influential books, ladies and gentlemen, and shaped conversations through speeches, facilitation, and podcasts. And in addition, she champions transformation by building scalable programs that empower, educate, and elevate women leaders. Give it up for our first ever recipient of the WOA KZN Top Business Woman Award, Nosipho Siwisa Damasane. Are you going to say something for us? Let me try and hold this thing. Oh, it's so pretty. All right, I'll wait down here.
Thank you very much for tonight, and thank you for this award. 90% of the time when we do certain things, and Lincoln, I'm still shaking from your speech, because people haven't understood this concept of leadership being about people. Now, as a thought leader in people management, I always say that even with the AI, nothing is going to happen without a person behind it. So as I do some of the work that I do, and I'm thankful there's so many people who actually touch my heart. I see Thursday, I just want to bow on the work that you do for God. We are here because He is. I come from very humble beginnings in Pedi, in a rural area in the Eastern Cape. I ended up cutting my teeth in KwaZulu-Natal. I came here in 2002, and I've just been somebody who is known to be from KwaZulu-Natal, uMxhosa wa KwaZulu. That's how they call me. I did prepare a speech, but I don't feel like I want to read it. I just want to thank everyone here tonight. I want to thank Standard Bank for continuing to do what you do, and also to complain. People would do developmental work on people, legacy projects, skills development, building future leaders so that when we leave, like Lincoln said, it's my time to leave Standard Bank because other people must take over. We don't get anybody to support those kind of projects from a funding perspective. They are seen as soft issues. So I'm happy to hear about Empower here, and I think there's more projects of that nature that should happen. Our country is going through turbulence, and the biggest driver of this economy is not money itself, it's leadership. People are just not taking time to develop people. People are not taking time to see people, hear people, help them, but also people are not asking for help. When they get into the positions, they think, I'm at the table now, I do what I like. So there's so much work to be done in the space of people development and leadership, which is the work that I decided to retire and focus on. Hopefully that when I come to Standard Bank, I will carry my lioness. Thank you very much again. Thank you so much, Priya, Women of Africa. When Priya left Transnet, we happened to work together some years ago at Transnet, but she was at group in the high desks there. When she left, she said she saw some cars that needed oil in some bonded warehouse. It sounded so strange. And today, all of that that you see there, some of us who actually heard that when it started and where you have ended, we're just proud of you and continue with your team. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Congratulations. Congratulations again. All right. Please may I invite Oscar Siziba from Standard Bank to join me on stage. Please, Oscar, if you can join me on stage. Now, if you haven't guessed correctly, we take a great pleasure in announcing that our KZN Top Business Leader 2025 is Mediterranean Shipping Company South Africa Chairperson, Captain Salvatore Sarno. Now, when MSC's first vessel called at the port of Durban in 1971, Captain Sarno was a crew member on the ship. Today, MSC is the biggest user of South African ports, and Captain Sarno is fiercely committed to job creation and economic growth in KZN. Captain, congratulations. Woo! Oh! What a celebration! A hug. Congratulations, Captain. You can come and join us on the stage.
Sorry. I know Nosifa from a long time, and we work together very well. Even we had a nice trip to Geneva some years ago. And I didn't know. I arrived from Italy just Sunday. And my wife started to say, we must go to a function. Oh, which function? No, I don't know. Okay. Then my secretary say, you know, Captain, you must go to a function with Mrs. Sarne Rosario. Okay, which function? But I'm not sure. And this morning I was asking to my wife, sorry, but where we have to go? No, you have just to have, because normally, you know, I work like that. So I don't know, but is something about to do tourism? Is something about Transnet? Maybe it's a Transnet. No, I don't know. Then this afternoon with my son, I was saying, but sorry, where we have to go? No, it's just a function, come. And that. Okay. I'm really honored for this award, and I worked very hard. You know, the first time that I arrived in South Africa was in June '71 with a ship. With, as you said, was the first ship of MSA, and I was on board, and I arrived in this town, in this port, and I liked immediately. I fell in love, believe me, but I could never imagine that then I was coming to live here in that same town for so long. I have lived in South Africa for now it's 40 years, so it's more than half of my life. And I do not regret. I do not regret any day that I have been here. When I arrived, it was the old South Africa, of course, and and I didn't like. Then I was lucky enough when the change came to meet personally President Mandela, and I fell in love with him, of his idea, of his dream, and believe me, I feel now a little. As from then, I have worked endlessly to do my part to realize his dream. And I think that I have done quite enough. I am very proud of what myself, my family, my wife Sandra is there, is working as well for MSA. She's a director. My son Rosario, that is the managing director. And really we continue to realize the dream of President Mandela, cioè to make what was wrong right, or at least for the little one that we can do. Today MSA is a reality. Okay, everybody knows. Sorry, I did not prepare any speech because I didn't know. Last week we had berthed in Kukwa, the biggest vessel, container vessel in the world. I mean, 24,000 TEU, 400 meters. And that ship just was sent in Kukwa to show to the world that South Africa could accommodate this kind of a monster. And believe me, there are monsters. They are so big that, and if you imagine that on board there are only 24, 25 people, it's something unbelievable. So MSA has become the leader from 1 to almost 1,000 vessels. 1,000. We know when I think. And MSA in South Africa, just for your guidance, we have a complement of more than 2,000 people. We really, my son Rosario has started an academy where we train the people to be on board of our messenger ships. I mean, we continue to do our part to realize, to continue to dream of President Mandela. So thank you very much for this award. I humble, like using the word always that President Mandela was saying, humble. I humble will continue my job, even if I should retire, but the passion, the fire is still inside me, the passion to continue to do. Just for your guidance, in November I will be 79. But still, I work my 8 hours, 9 hours per day, and I enjoy, and I always am in love of this country. Thank you very much.
Great.
I have to come and join you.
All right.
Say something.
Be careful.
I want to say something about why we fell.
Okay. Okay.
I just wanted to, I wanted to say something about the fall that looked like an accident. Captain Sano and I went to Geneva on a dream. We built a port called the Port of Ngqoga in Port Elizabeth, which was called the White Elephant. And we went to negotiate the first 100,000 TEUs, and we got it. We signed it in Geneva. Over lunch, we thought we had a long presentation to make to Captain Aponto that evening, but just listening to our passion, he said, I'm giving you the 100,000 TEUs. In that year, we finished at 468,000 TEUs. That's why the excitement. We've fallen before. Thank you very much.
Interesting. Are you fine? There you go. There we go. Yeah, lovely applause again for Captain Sano. I'm sure we can cover up the awards as we go into our next portion. Let's cover up the awards grant. We don't want you snooping over there. So cover. Congratulations, Captain Sano. 50 years dedicated to something so big, changing lives, loving a country, going through a big transition is just amazing. And to see the love that you have in the room is insane. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that sound is the sound of some grumbling tummies, and I know we're going to be serving our dinner now. And as we serve our dinner, she's very talented. Her name is Talia Faith. She's going to be performing for you during the dinner service. Straight after dinner service, we're going to go into the awards. So can I please ask if you need to go to the 5th floor for the bathroom? Please do so that when we start the awards, it's back to back, and then we wrap it all up. So please do enjoy your lamb shank or whatever you've chosen for dinner this evening. And Talia Faith will be performing for us. Thank you. Welcome back as we carry on with the categories. Without further ado, can I ask Grant Adlam and Richard Webster to join me on the stage to present the first award, the Standard Bank Small Business Award. Now, while we're waiting for them to join us, as I mentioned, category winners, please, will you go to that area once you're done to do the short interview? And if you can stay till the end for the group photo, we would absolutely appreciate it. So, shall we get the nominees for category 1 underway?
Standard Bank Small Business Client. Arena Trims. Arena Trims is a leading supplier of footwear components for the safety, industrial and fashion footwear industries. Established by Kevin Naidu in 2003, the business provides cut, make and trim assistance to the BBF Safety Group. Arena Trims divisions include Arena Footwear and Arena Protective. Construction for Africa. Construction for Africa, founded by Virosh Singh, is a fully compliant Black-empowered construction firm. The firm provides a wide range of services, including repair and renovation, new developments, and upgrading of buildings in the construction and property development sector. Enlightenment Foods. Enlightenment Foods is a proudly family-run food manufacturing company producing a range of vegetarian and vegan products. Started by Minesh and Varsha Rajput, and now involving their son Krishna, the business supplies restaurants, independent retailers, and a few spa stores.
And the winner in this category is Arena Trims. You can join us on the stage. There we go. Congratulations. Congratulations to Arena Trims for winning Standard Bank Small Business Award. Thank you so much. All right, let's move over to category 2, but to do so, please can I ask Mr. Carl Hendrickson to join Grant Adlam on the stage for the second category. This category is Standard Bank Large Business Award. Let's have a look at the nominees.
Standard Bank Large Business Client. Avanel Logistics. Founded in 2005, Avanel Logistics operates throughout South Africa with cross-border transport into Zimbabwe and Botswana. Owned by Aven Naidu, the company focuses on professionalism, efficiency, and innovative service, offering end-to-end logistical solutions tailored to the unique needs of its clients. Searchworks 360. Searchworks 360 is driven by innovation, excellence, and a commitment to empowering individuals and organizations through property and business data solutions. Searchworks and Voca streamline access to critical information, simplifying the way professionals conduct due diligence, compliance checks, and market analysis. The KwaZulu-Natal Joint Municipal Pension Provident Funds, NJMPF. The KwaZulu-Natal Joint Municipal Pension Provident Funds provides pension and benefit services to over 32,000 members, pensioners, and beneficiaries across KZN's municipal sector. NJMPF manages retirement funds while shaping futures and contributing to a more financially educated and empowered KZN.
And the winner, Standard Bank Client of the Year, Large Enterprise, Natal Joint Municipal Pension Fund. Congratulations. Congratulations once again. We move on now to category 3. May I please ask Priya Hassan and Glenn Govinder to join Grant on stage as well. This category is the manufacturing category. Let's see the nominees.
Manufacturing. Hulamin. Hulamin is a catalyst for economic development, industrial innovation, and environmental sustainability in KZN and beyond. Leveraging world-class manufacturing capabilities with state-of-the-art technology, Hulamin's contribution to the global aluminium industry is characterized by their diverse and high-quality product portfolio. Imperial Armor. As a globally recognized leaders in personal protective equipment, Imperial Armor specializes in manufacturing advanced land, sea, and air protection solutions. Their success is built on a rich heritage, a legacy of three-generational company with roots in the United Kingdom. SLG Group. SLG Group was instituted in 2002 in KwaZulu-Natal as a 100% black-owned company. It is a trailblazer in South Africa's clean energy sector and a leading gas supplier. SLG has pioneered compressed natural gas supply by launching the province's first industrial-scale CNG facility.
And the winner in the manufacturing sector is Hulamin Limited. Hulamin Limited, congratulations. That way. Congratulations. We move on now to category 4. Please can I ask Glenn Govender to stay on stage with Grant as well as Priya to stay on the stage for the 4th category. This is the transport and logistics category. Let's see the nominees.
Transport and logistics. Your Pass to Travel. Your Pass to Travel, started by Nhlanhla Ditabe, provides business and leisure travel services in the regions they operate. The company's well-experienced consultants offer economical, practical, and convenient travel solutions that their satisfied customers will well attest to. Arvanel Logistics. Arvanel Logistics has extensive knowledge and experience across all aspects of logistics. This foundation enables the company to adapt to client-specific requirements and navigate any challenge. Arvanel has demonstrated consistent growth driven by a commitment to service excellence and operational precision. The Courier Guide. The Courier Guide has had a long-standing presence in KZN, beginning with their expansion into Durban and surrounding areas to meet demand. Over the years, they've deepened their investment in the province by opening additional depots, expanding their delivery fleet, and creating job opportunities.
And the winner in the transport and logistics category is Abamal Logistics. There we go. Congratulations.
Very well done, man. Well done, man. Got it.
Sorry, I know it's not conventional and not allowed to make these speeches, but I just want to say a special thank you to knowing that Standard Bank is involved in this award, and I didn't actually know that we were up for this award today. But I wanted to reach out to Standard Bank and say a very big thank you to you, especially because when we were just up and coming, Standard Bank believed in us when nobody else did. And we wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for them. To our bankers, to the team, my business banker, Hilary O'Neill, the transport specialist, Kathy Bell, and the team that truly believed in Avamel and brought us to the success we have today. Thank you so much.
Congratulations again. All right, we're moving on to our next category, which is the fifth category. Please may I ask Julian Felix to join Grant and Priya on stage. We are in our fifth category, and this one is franchise sector.
Franchise sector. Action Coach Business Mastery. Trevor Clark is an award-winning business coach and managing partner at Action Coach Business Mastery. With over 30 years of experience across banking, engineering, marketing, and international business, Trevor brings practical insight and strategic clarity to every coaching session. Drakewoods Group. Drakewoods Group was established over 62 years ago and commands a significant presence in the retail tools market as one of the largest independent suppliers of power tools, handyman tools, range of accessories, and all kinds of construction consumables. Mionda Holdings. Mionda Holdings is a proudly South African company with an operational base in KZN. As a franchisee operating within the retail and service sector, Mionda Holdings specializes in high-performance franchise outlets that prioritize customer service, operational efficiency, and community development.
And the winner in our fifth category, franchise sector, is Mionda Holdings Pty Ltd. Congratulations. All right. Swiftly moving on to category 6. Please may I ask Imran Norbai to join Grant and Priya just next to the stage here for our 6th category. This is family-owned and managed businesses.
Family-owned and managed business. For Down Hotel and Spa. For Down Hotel and Spa is a proudly family-owned and managed high-end destination set in the heart of the KZN Midlands. Since opening its doors in 2005, For Down has reflected the long-term vision and deep commitment of the Bates family, with multiple generations actively involved in both ownership and management. Siyaka. Rajesh Lachman, the CEO of Siyaka's dream, has materialized into 7 state-of-the-art manufacturing sites around Durban and Mauritius, employing over 150 staff. This accomplishment continues to expand through his sons, who are an integral part of managing the packaging business. Bluff Meat Supply. Bluff Meat Supply has been built on the foundation of family, both in ownership and in spirit. From its earliest days as a small family-run butchery to becoming KZN's largest independent meat retailer, the company's growth has been guided by shared values, hard work, trust, and looking after people. Benita Adenbaum Attorneys. Benita Adenbaum Attorneys is a family-driven business run by Benita, her husband, her children, and the extraordinary team that has become an extension of that family. Together, they have built a legal enterprise rooted in service, purpose, and legacy.
And the winner in family-owned and managed business is Siaka. Congratulations. Shall we move on to category number 7? May I please ask Figile Msiza to join Grant and Priya to the side of the stage here for the 7th category. This category is agriculture and agri-processing sector.
Agriculture and agri-processing sector. Greenhill Laboratories. Since its founding in 2019, Greenhill Laboratories has grown from a small startup into a nationally recognized laboratory, achieving SANAS accreditation. The company supports agriculture, food safety, healthcare, and environmental sustainability, making it a vital contributor to health and economic growth in the province. Biological agricultural era. BioAge is a proudly South African scientifically driven manufacturing company that aims to integrate innovation with agriculture. BioAge was founded with a deep personal mission to empower farmers with affordable, high-performance fertilizers that nourish both crops and soil health. Lunyezi Farms. Lunyezi Farms is a 100% black female-owned poultry business located in rural KZN. Founded by Samgelisiwe Stole, the farm focuses on providing affordable, nutritious food while combating poverty and unemployment. Samgelisiwe has used her business to empower rural communities and uplift others.
And the winner in the agriculture and agri-processing sector is Greenhill Laboratories. Gail? Okay, there you go. You're welcome. Fine. Congratulations. We're moving on now to category 8. Please can I ask Jean Hatting to come to the side of the stage here and join Grant and Priya for the 8th category. This category, ladies and gentlemen, is general business, finance, and education sector.
General business, finance, and education sector. Tyson Properties. Established in Durban by Chris Tyson in 2005, Tyson Properties is now one of South Africa's leading real estate operations. Its experienced agents have extensive knowledge of local markets and the broader property landscape, whether you are renting, buying, or selling. Royal Tyres. Royal Tyres has grown from the oldest tyre dealer in South Africa to one of the fastest growing and best governed general businesses in the country. With over 85 years of heritage, the company has demonstrated excellence in governance, ethics, financial reporting, stakeholder engagement, and innovation. B Consult. B Consult is an innovative and values-driven business committed to excellence in skills development and transformation. The company prides themselves on delivering these services to meet the unique needs of their clients while creating meaningful impact for local communities, especially within KZN.
And the winner in general business, finance, and education sector is Royal Tires. Well done. Congratulations. Moving on to category 9, please may I ask Jean Hetting to join us here with Grant and Priya to the right of the stage. We're going into the 9th category, ladies and gentlemen, and this is community upliftment and improvement. Let's see the nominees.
Community upliftment and improvement. Aquele. Aquele is South Africa's most loved water brand. Aquele's vision of making a difference in people's lives is realized in a broad spectrum of ongoing projects, including water deliveries to needy communities, anti-litter initiatives, diabetes awareness, financial support, and product sponsorship, among others. Innovate Durban. Under the leadership of CEO Aurelia Albert, Innovate Durban is a non-profit company dedicated to fostering innovation and entrepreneurship within KZN. Innovate Durban serves as a catalyst for economic growth and job creation by supporting innovators, small businesses, and underserved communities. Mobi Ventures. Mobi Ventures is committed to innovation and community engagement. The company's flagship service, MobiClaw 911, stands as a testament to its dedication to rapid emergency response. Through this initiative, Mobi Ventures showcases its contribution to public safety, technological advancement, and community service.
And the winner of Category 9, Community Upliftment and Improvement is Aquele. Congratulations again. We are on to our 10th category. Please may I ask Fikile Msiza to join Grant and Priya on the stage for the 10th category. This is green initiatives and renewable efficiency.
Green initiatives and renewable efficiency. Wallace & Green. Wallace & Green is a leading consultancy providing professional environmental services to various sectors throughout South Africa. A solid foundation of passion, purpose, and progress drive their efforts to deliver sustainable solutions in a complex 21st century environment. Brahman Hills. Brahman Hills is a hospitality and ecotourism destination nestled in the KZN Midlands. Its internationally acclaimed gardens create a serene sanctuary for guests while supporting sustainability and conservation. Their commitment to environmental stewardship is woven into every aspect of the operations. Akwele. Akwele's extensive solar installation generates enough electricity to power approximately 1,100 average households in South Africa. At the newest bottling facility, the solar installation saves 131 tons of carbon dioxide emissions per month, equivalent to planting 3,803 trees.
And the winner in green initiatives and renewable efficiency is Brahman Hills. Congratulations. It's now category 11. Please may I ask Imran Norbai to join Grant and Priya here on the side of the stage. The 11th category is employee wellness.
Employee wellness. Hulamin. Hulamin is an employer of choice, providing employment opportunities to thousands of individuals and directly contributing to KZN's economic vitality. Their Facebook page captures the joy their employees experience in being part of the Hulamin brand, reflected in the phrase, Hula Peeps work and play together. SRF FlexiPack SA. SRF. SRF FlexiPack SA, SRF, is a leading manufacturer of flexible packaging solutions delivering superior quality products to the South African market. The employee wellness strategy is built on a holistic approach that addresses physical, mental, and emotional well-being. Beekman Group. The Beekman Group's dedicated staff enrichment program, Beekman Way, promotes personal and professional growth, supporting a positive workplace culture. With over 1,300 employees nationwide, their strong retention rates reflect a caring, balanced work environment fostered in a family-oriented management approach.
And the winner of employee wellness is Beekman Group. Careful, careful. There we go. Yes. Thank you. Yes.
Another one for the calendar of yours.
Congratulations. We're moving on now to our 12th category. This is our penultimate category. Please may I ask Oscar C. Ziba to join Grant and Priya on stage for the 12th category, rather. And this is the Partnership Award, which celebrates interagency collaboration. Let's have a look at the nominees.
Partnership. Ensure Ubuntu. Ensure Next Generation Security is a security service provider with nearly 50 years of continuous service in the South African security sector. Their recent partnership with the eThekwini municipality in the Inner City Regeneration Project is a testament to their deep-rooted commitment to revitalizing our communities. Durban Direct. Durban Direct is a coordinated, multi-stakeholder initiative focused on enhancing KZN's global air connectivity through King Shaka International Airport. Durban Direct is led by the KwaZulu-Natal Route Development Committee and exemplifies the power of public-private collaboration in unlocking economic potential. Norse Media. Norse Media House, through its creative expertise and digital platform and Wear Your Brand, aim to showcase how an SME agency and a grassroots NGO can co-create value, demonstrating that strategic synergy, when rooted in mutual trust and shared objectives, can yield outsized impact.
And the winner of Category 12 Partnership is Durban Direct. And to collect this award, we'd like to call on stage Hamish Erkshin and the broader provincial team, Russell Curtis and the whole eThekwini team, Nkosinathi Mayataza and AXA colleagues, plus other partners making up the Route Development Committee known as Durban Direct. Congratulations once again. Congratulations to you all. All right, it's time for our final award. I'm sure you can see it over there. The big elephant in Ndlovu, or in my language, Tlowu, which means the elephant. And that, of course, is the big award. Now, please may I ask Nkosinathi Msiza and Imran Nobai to join Grant and Priya near the stage. The final award category is a much anticipated and greatly competed for every year, and it is by public vote only. So we know that social media channels have been very active, and so here we go. The top 20 all the way down to number 1. At number 20, Your Pass to Travel. Number 19, Fountain Hotel and Spa. Number 18, Cox Yeats. Number 17, Moby Ventures. Number 16, Green Hill Laboratories. At number 15, Super Hot Geezers. At number 14, Imperial Armor. At number 13, Ikeboletu Group. At number 12, Woodford Group. At number 11, Avamel Logistics. At number 10, TAFTA, the Association for the Aged. At number 9, Tyson Properties. At number 8, Bluff Meat Supply. At number 7, Hirsch's. Number 6, Hollywood Bets. Number 5, Aquele. At number 4, Meander Holdings. At number 3, Beekman Group. Sitting at number 2 is Royal Tires. And your number 1 brand for KZN is SA Home Loans. Ladies and gentlemen, our top brand for 2025, SA Home Loans. Congratulations on winning the KZN Top Brand. Congratulations once again to SA Home Loans for being KZN's top brand for 2025. Give it up for them. And congratulations to all our winners this evening. Congratulations as well to all our nominees and our phenomenal top 20. Congratulations to you all. Now, the KZN Top Business Awards would simply not be what they are without the dedication. Something is banging here. Oh, it's this light. There we go. Let's try to do that. Now, the KZN Top Business Awards would simply not be what they are without the dedication, commitment, and drive of one man. And, of course, the incredible the top business team that is behind him to make this event and many more like it happen. Grant is a true influencer in every sense of the word. For over 25 years, he has been at the forefront of promoting the businesses, the brands, and the people who make KZN such a dynamic and exciting province. His passion for the region is infectious, and his enthusiasm really shines through every single thing he does, from championing local success stories to building meaningful business-to-business connections. He's not just behind the scenes, he's right there in the thick of things and engaging with key players and always pushing for progress in the KZN business landscape. A true maverick in his space. Every time a phone lights up and it says Grant, KZN Top Business, I answer very quickly because I'm always excited to be a part of your team. So professional. We always have such an awesome event. And I just want to welcome everybody to please give it up for the man behind all of it and his team. Join me in welcoming Grant Adlam.
So good evening, everybody. So normally I'm doing the welcoming, and I've been asked to do the end of the show, which is quite strange for me. But if you notice when you arrived this evening, I was running around in all directions. I had lost a very important photographer who had gone missing. And in that process, I lost my speech, so you're in luck. So I'm just going to say is that tonight is one of those nights that I love it, and at the same time I don't like it in a lot of ways, is that we go through the whole process. So everybody in this room here, you got the cliche, we're all winners. And it's very, very true. But at the end of the day, we've got 15 people to go with trophies when we all would love to go away with a trophy. So I'm going to use that cliche and just remember that everybody in this room is a winner. And there was a whole lot of people who didn't make it into this room who also, in their own right, should be here. And they will be here in the future. You know, we've got people here who have been in the KZN Top Business portfolio for the last quarter of a century, in the publication since I don't know when. And we've got David sitting at the back there. I first met him in his kitchen up in Hillcrest. 27 later, still going. And it just goes on and on and on. The doc sitting over there, one of our guest of honors, one of our previous personalities of the year. So with the captain and the doc, we're getting a whole lot of really good quality people recognized for what they do. And that story from the captain, I sat and I listened to his interview. I did an interview in his office. It was about an hour and a half while he told me the story of where he came in that journey. And I thought it just has to be put down in the legends. So legends are built in these rooms. So I'm just saying thank you. If you have a look at our sponsorship that we've got now, KZN Top Business Awards, brought to you by Standard Bank and Women of Africa in association with East Coast Radio. But look at all those brands, incredible. A brand here, 162 years old, quarter of a century, and then we got the biggest #1 music brand in the province promoting what we do here. And success breeds success is what I launched the KZN Top Business portfolio on. And that's what it is. So your success by being in here and telling the stories and watching the actual, you can go home on Saturday night at 7 o'clock on the KZN Top Business YouTube channel. And the team over here are going to put a nice edit to it. And it's almost like watching your own show. If you notice, the cameras were going around so you can show your moms, your dads, your uncles, your neighbors, your clients. I was there. I'm part of this incredible thing. And that's exactly what it was. That fall for love that we had here with the captain. You know, I've seen a lot of people fall but never seen anybody fall that quickly. So, absolutely incredible. I don't think you could ever have another fall like that. It was incredible. So I'm just going to stop it there and just say thank you to Standard Bank. Thank you to Priya. Thank you to Imran and his team and everybody who's here along those lines. Thanks for East Coast for getting involved. I mean, I've been hearing it pumping on the radio. You've been hearing it on the radio. It's changed that whole excitement. People just listen and they say, wow, this is what it is and this is what it is. And mighty brands that we have right here, and then East Coast pumping in, live outside. The interviews were going out live. Everybody knew we were here. So the whole elevation of where this has gone by collaboration of the great success stories is what makes us successful. Quickly, just thanks to my team. Obviously, you've seen a lot of them here. They work damn hard to get this done. We work all year round just to get these stories out. So thank you, team. I'm not going to mention everybody individually. You know who you are. People doing the things in the back here with all the sound equipment. The one speaker had a bombed on it. Nothing we could do about that. Next year we'll use a different system. We'll use some Bluetooth or something. So I'm just saying thank you very much, everybody. And oh yeah, before I go, I actually forgot. On the Mercury newspaper tomorrow, we'll have the front page article. And then next week, Wednesday, we're going to put together an insert, a 16-page insert. We will have all the social pages from here. All the winners will be in there. And then every winner will have an opportunity to get exposure in there. So you can get hold of Angela, who was standing here earlier, and she'll help you put something together. Oh, you're here. There's Angela. And that's just another thing. It's a collector's item. You'll get given copies of that. It's done on a white paper, so it keeps forever. So it's another thing. It's part of that legacy. And then the Top Business portfolio, for many, many years, we incorporated into the Top Business, but it kind of like, we didn't launch it here because we didn't want to get away from what we're doing. We're going to be relaunching that as a launch, which is going to happen on the 17th of September. And that's going to be at the IBB Privé. And it's going to be a breakfast. And KZN Top Businesses, they are going to be, the leaders are there. And I'm going to get some leaders, some talkers in to provoke the thinking, get rid of the noise, get people to understand. 4 people with different personalities and everybody into one room just to understand what happens with Trump. What does it mean? What's happening with the Chinese? What is the impact? But at home, how good and how bad are we? Have we looked at the economies as they are? So we'll have that debate. And I don't want anybody to get in a lift afterwards and say, yeah, but they don't pay taxes and they don't do this and they don't do that. If you feel that, ask the questions. And that's what we're going to be doing, is just networking unlike-minded people. Like-minded people always think they're great. And as was said earlier, of course we are. You know, there's nothing about it. We need to challenge the way we think. So that's what that's going to be about. So thank you very much, everybody, for joining us tonight. And enjoy the rest of the evening.
Thank you.
I didn't find my speech.
As Grant was whispering, lucky I didn't find my speech, eh? Thank you so much, Grant. A huge thank you to every one of you for being here tonight. Your energy, your support, your presence is what makes nights like tonight so, so special. It's been such an honor to be your MC this evening. I think it's my third rodeo now. It's been so amazing. Every year is just getting more and more exciting. And thank you, Grant, for trusting me with the job. And the KZN Top Business team, thank you for trusting me with the job. Thank you, Standard Bank. Thank you, WOA. Thank you, Family East Coast Radio. And thank you to all of you who have come out tonight in your best fit. To all the nominees, congratulations for being nominated, and of course our winners, congratulations to you too. And as we wrap up this fantastic celebration, I just want to take a moment to acknowledge the incredible resilience that the spirit of KZN has, and through our businesses and through our people. Our province has seen so much over the last 4 years alone, and we don't know what the future holds. But what we do know is that we are resilient, we are steadfast, we never ever veer from our dreams and goals, and we keep chasing them with no reservations. So I want to encourage each and every one of you to keep doing it. The businesses that you are providing homes, dignity, finances, food on the table. These are little children, little families that you may never encounter yourselves personally, but you keeping your business afloat is keeping so many people and generations alive and hopeful. And many are watching you grow your businesses. Many are watching you do what you do without you even realizing they are watching you, and you're inspiring them to be the next top businesses of tomorrow. So thank you for everything that you do for your businesses, for the people in your business, and for the country as a whole. Because as KZN, we contribute so much to the economy of South Africa. So a big thank you to all of you for that. And I think tonight has been quite something. There were a lot of firsts tonight, right, Grant? Right? There was a first for the Top Woman Award, which I absolutely loved. We had a first fall. Haven't seen that in 3 years. That was electric and monumentous. I love that. What else was a first? The light here fell over and was, I don't know what it was doing. And of course, the awards, beautiful. So I hope that in a night of firsts, that we'll be seeing you in more years to come with more celebrations, because there's more billions, Lesaka, being made. And may billions fall upon your business. Yes. And as we wrap it all up, I want to just leave you with a few words. Henry Ford said, "A business that makes nothing but money is a poor business." Bill Gates said, "Your most unhappy customers are your greatest source of learning." And Steve Jobs said, "The only way to do great work is to love what you do." So I thank you all once again. Please remember to please join me as soon as I finish on the stage. All of our winners, we want to get that beautiful group photo of all of you. I know some are still in there. We'll ask the team to go and fetch the guys that are in there that have missed this announcement, for you to join us on the stage for our final group shot. And we're going to have performance from Talia Faith again. She'll take us through our desserts. And of course, please don't run off. This is networking. This room is filled with opportunity. It's filled with collaboration. It's filled with new business ideas. So please don't rush off, network, enjoy your evening, and we look forward to seeing you again next year. Thank you once again. My name is Carol Ofori. I'll catch you on the radio between 9 and 12. What's a 9 and 5? Aibo? No. I don't do no 9 to 5. 9 to 12, and then of course check out my podcast, The Comeback. It's really, really beautiful, our best work yet. So please look for it, The Comeback with Carol Ofori. I thank you once again. Have a beautiful, blessed evening, and good night. See you on the stage, winners.